Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So at the end of the last video, of course, I asked you guys what you wanted us to do in regards to carrying out the rest of our bases and seeing them grow, whether or not I should skip ahead, get this place to expand, and then maybe show off like the most signature moments that happened. But you guys actually voted for the latter. There were people on both sides saying that we should skip ahead and I should play off screen, and people, of course, saying that we should continue on. But more people kind of lean towards continuing on, and for good reason, I think. I actually would like to quote Orion Prime, as he or she said, "It adds story and meaning to the playthrough," which, honestly, I don't think I could have said it better myself. Simple, but also true. Like, I don't know, I'm so bad with my wording and stuff like that. So of course, because of that, we are going to continue on with our colony and stick with the big egg, let it grow, see what happens as it expands, and show off all of the trials and tribulations that we experience on our journey. So what do we want to do first off? We could go ahead and make a stool for our little place. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll make a wooden stool since we're gonna have a lot of wood coming anyways. It's gonna be so interesting and different seeing people sit in the stools from now on, since we're not freaking used to those. But we definitely need research done, and people are working on the hydroponics, so what should we work on after that? I don't know why, but I'm feeling like kind of flabbergasted in regards to what I actually want to get done. So let's actually go ahead and check over everything. How much metal do we have? That's probably a good idea. We'll need to set up a metal room, and definitely a garden before too long, because the garden is going to be the place where we're going to want to put our storage room, not our metal room. So I would kind of like to put it in this corner back here, but of course we're going to need to determine it based on where exactly our dining hall does exactly finish. So you know what I think would actually be a good idea for starters, at least in regards to the dining hall, is let's go ahead and find structure. There we go. And we'll actually decide how long this wall is going to be. I think that tall will probably be good. We're obviously not going to close off that whole room because we have absolutely no reason to go ahead and do that now. And then we'll have one door right there, which means the other one will be right about there. We could probably go ahead and sell that wall, because there's no reason for us to have that wall right there. It's just going to occupy space until we get that door built. So might as well just do that for now. And then if we have our door going right there, this would be a really good spot for the garden, I think. So we could go ahead and start marking. Oh no! A short circuit! That's not good. Nutrient paste dispenser has short-circuited in the rain. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think that thing could short-circuit in the rain. I really should have imagined such, but the good news is that it is indeed still raining, of course, so we shouldn't have to worry about the fires. Just means we're actually gonna turn that thing off until the rain does indeed end. Clusterbot has crashed down, bring us more food. That is nice, okay. So yeah, the good thing about this is, the situation that we're in right now is, I don't think we have to worry about food. I don't think we have to worry about food at all. There was a brief period there where I kind of felt that we were in a bit of a desperate situation regarding the amount of food we have, but I think that has definitely changed. Let's go ahead and see if we could chop all of this wood. Well, we get most of it. I won't chop those before they die from being inside. But then again, actually, yeah, they are dying. Okay, I was going to say they might not die because there are these lamps in the room, but they are 100% dying. So we'll try to get all of them. There's actually no way we're gonna get that small one, so hopefully we'll chop down those 3 before that whole process stops. But where is our little orbital beacon? We'll need to put down one of those, so, especially, are they still really, they're not nearly as expensive as they used to be. So we'll go ahead and put that down right there, but for any other reason, because obviously we're not going to get that working for quite a while, since we're not going to make a communications room for at least a bit more time. I would like to make a room specific to having the communications room. But of course, we're going to start marking this to also start creating our stockpile area. So foods, yeah, I think it's good to put all foods in there again. We don't really need to put meals, though, so let's mark meals off. Items. What are items? AI personal core. Oh, persona core, not personal core. That's interesting. That's obviously that thing that we would get from that new random event that can happen in the game. So that's pretty cool. It's a dry thunderstorm, so let's turn that thing back on. We don't have a rain, seeing as it is in fact dry, of course. Chunks. What are chunks? A rock chunk and a slag chunk. We'll say no to those, and of course, a peel can go in there. This will actually show us what everything is. So there's t-shirt, a button-down shirt, duster, jacket. Man, I would love for all of our guys to have dusters. An armor vest, a power armor, and a tribal wear. Man, I kind of hope, when I hear power armor, that makes me think of the armor from the Fallout series, and we could get something like that. That would be really damn intense. Allow buried corpses. We're not going to have any corpses at all in there because that's just going to occupy space. And I think everything else is good. At least everything else that we have labeled for that room. So, hydroponics table is that, hydroponics research is coming along. I think that's actually what we should work on right now. If this is where the storage room is going to be and the kitchen is going to be right here, it would make an awful lot of sense for us to put the hydroponics room either here or, of course, above there. Let's put it on this side. I think having it as close to this thing as possible will be really nice. That'll allow our people to start getting to work on a lot of mining jobs and all that, obviously. And then, also, I think that should be the perfect width for that room. Maybe make it a little bit more wide. And I think hydroponics tables are 5 blocks. I really should know that by now. But let's go ahead and set up a plan for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes! Hopefully that'll be perfect. They actually might be 4. No, that's way too short. They're 5 blocks. They've got to be 5 blocks. They're either 5 blocks or I'm a complete idiot and don't know what I'm talking about. We did find more metal, though! So that's cool. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone with that mining project. So that's pretty nice for us. And it means... and it makes this a much nicer place to start off with in general, because, as I mentioned in the last video, one of the things that I was worried about by starting off over here was, lack of local metal supply. The game, that is disappointing. I know it doesn't really make sense in regards to how the planet would, like, construct itself and stuff like that, but I don't think we've seen that, like, you guys know, there used to be really big chunks of metal that would just start with wherever you would crash down, and I haven't seen one of those in the last couple of colonies that we've started, so maybe that's been actually completely removed from the game. That would make me very, very sad, but I can't say I wouldn't understand why that would have been removed. Maybe we should put the... No, we're not going to put the survival meals in there, because I think we're planning on putting those in the kitchen anyways. We'll probably put the kitchen up there then, so that will also match with the dining hall. I just want everything to look nice in that regard. But obviously our main priority is still the hydroponics room, because we want to be able to Oh, it's raining again. That could have been bad. But obviously we want to get rid of this garden right here. This garden is very nice for us, so we can continue growing plants right now. But we want the hydroponics room. The hydroponics room is just nicer in general, and once this garden is removed, we can actually close off this area. We probably actually, all things considered, probably should have built the garden, I don't know, like down here. But it's nice to have it as close to the hoppers as we could possibly get it, just so our people can do things really, really quickly and not need to worry about wasting any time. So good. There's still a lot more minerals to go for. Oh, was it Minecrafter XP Gamer Yo? I think it was. Someone said that I should go ahead and check all the people who are friendly and hostile to us. We have someone who's actually 0. Or is that an 8? As I've mentioned in the past, the text is so small in this game. It's so hard for me to read it. I don't know if that's just me, and I'm apparently blind as a bat, but I can't tell if that's a 0 or an 8. I think it might be an 8. There, I'm like That's an 8. I had to, like, lean really close to my screen. But we do have people who are really pissed at us. One person who's only -9, so they're actually not hostile. So that's nice that there's only 2 tribes that are hostile to us. One of them is a tribe, the other is a pirate band. I'm still not sure whether or not I prefer the tribes or the pirate bands. I think actually actually I don't know if that depends on the early game or not. I think towards the late game I would prefer the tribes, but in the early game I kind of hate towards the early game I kind of hate those tribes because they really overpower you with their sheer numbers. Because obviously they have weaker weapons, but since there's a lot of them, it's a lot more shots coming in, which can be incredibly threatening for obvious reasons. Oh no, Freya's eating potatoes. Oh well, that's just gonna make her a little bit upset. Shouldn't do too much harm, all things considered, or at least I would hope so. So let's actually go ahead and set up planning markers. Oh, didn't mean to put 2 of those down there. But we'll just set those up so we can know where we'll actually want the kind of walls for this area to be set up once we actually close off that room. So that'll be a really good way to keep a good eye on all that. Let's see, the good thing first. We'll go for good news before bad. We did get some extra silver, which is nice. And a group of pirates from Daggers, yeah, from the Daggers have arrived. Okay. So they are preparing their defenses. It's just one dude, which, of course, gives me a lot of confidence that we may indeed be able to capture that one dude. So, let's go ahead and put a bed in here. We're gonna need to put a bed there later on, no matter what. We don't want a bed in the dining room forever, though, so we're not going to make that a nice bed, because eventually we'll get rid of it. This is have people always gone under the covers with these beds? I don't know why, but I feel like I just noticed this. It might be that I'm just noticing that this is the different bed, because obviously the bed animation has been changed, or it's a sprite, so it's just looking different to me in regards to that, but I feel like that looks really nice. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a sucker for the simple things. So let's go ahead and check this guy's gear as well. He's got a button-down shirt, which gives him damage absorption of 3, only got pistol. That's not all that good for him. He's got 6, incapable of cleaning, intellectual, dumb labor, and artistic. This guy actually is pretty bad, all things considered. I mean, he does have a lot that he could do. There's a hell of a lot of stuff that he could do. And actually, maybe that just means, yeah, he can't haul because of dumb labor, I'm pretty sure. He can't do cleaning, artistic, and research. So, you know what? He's not bad. He's a good guy to get. He's incapable of a bunch of things that I really like people to be able to do. I can't believe he didn't attack us there. Honestly, maybe we should just go on him. Let's see. Let's go on the offensive. We might as well just get this all over with. Lucky is the Lee Enfield dude, and he's also our best shot? Yeah, I thought so. Because he's a 10, I decided to give him the Lee Enfield. Maybe I actually should have gave him the pistol now, because if we do want to use the gimmick that we learned before, where you could shoot rocks to actually increase people's shooting capabilities, Lee Enfield obviously isn't the best weapon for that because of its low fire rate. But we'll just deal with things as they come. There isn't really much of a good defensive position, so let's actually... You know what, let's just take this spot. There's only one dude. We really don't need to have the greatest location to defend ourselves. So if we go up there... Oh, actually, he's started firing on us first. He's also got some good defense. We could go ahead and try to flank him, especially since he's actually getting a fair amount of shots on us, which is a little bit aggravating. Who's a better fighter? We'll go ahead and see if there's someone who's got good melee. Actually, no one has good melee except for Lucky. Whatever. Let's just keep this going then. Oh my god. Seriously? This is ridiculous. Mispy is taking all the hits in the world, so let's move Mispy aside. Actually, Freva can't even fire upon him, so that's my bad in regards to that. We'll move Freya down, and she'll start, like, punching him in the face. Ah, good. He's actually incapacitated. That means everyone can go about their regular business. And Freya, I would love for you to capture this good old man. This good, charming young sir. He's so handsome. Oh, yes. Oh, Sass. Is that a female? I don't know why, but I thought that looked like a man. Probably just because it's bald, but obviously females can be bald too, so let's go ahead and grab that dude. Smuggle her into our base. Okay. So, hydroponics research is pretty close to being finished. Hydroponics just takes so long now. Like I said, I fully understand why, and It definitely does make the gameplay more interesting now that you can't just rush the hydroponics tables. Makes it, makes farms like this, or growing zones, much more significant, to say the least. But I definitely do miss having a hydroponics table set up really, really quickly in the game. But you know, obviously that's something that will have to come with time. Do we actually want to close this area off immediately? This is an area that once I cover it up, it'll probably be one that I'll cover up with metal. So let's actually go ahead and... do we want to do that? I don't know. Part of me thinks we should prioritize other things. How good is our miner, actually? That's one thing I'd like to know. Lucky seemed to be our mining dude, but let's check the overview first just to be sure. Yes, Lucky is indeed the miner. I think Sass here was actually good at mining as well. No, only 3. God damn it. That kind of sucks. Mining 4. But he's got passion for it, so Lucky will get good at mining eventually. We'll just need to give him the time to actually increase his capabilities and skills, so, that can actually be a factor to gameplay. I wonder if RimWorld will ever have, like, the ability to birth children, like, being able to have sex with characters and stuff like that, and then maybe have children to expand your base that way. Now that I think about it, probably not, because honestly... First, I would need to think about how much time is supposed to be going on in this game. Oh, there actually is a timer right there. So I guess everything is going on just based on, like, single days that go by. So if you could have children and they could actually grow old enough, I guess your colony would need to last, like, obviously years, and so that would take forever. But who knows? Maybe that kind of thing would be added to that game, to the game. I think that would be cool. His mood is pretty low. He's in darkness, slept outside, slept on ground, ate nutrient paste, sharing bedroom, wounded, and hideous environment. Let's go ahead and cancel that mining project for now, then. We're not really all that close to finishing it, so we might as well get him out of there so he'll at least not be in a hideous environment anymore, because that should be the case now? Yep, hideous environment is gone, and he's becoming much happier. Obviously, we cannot have any mental breaks coming around at this point in the game. Way too early to be dealing with that kind of thing. Still a ton more, a ton more minerals to mine out right there, so that makes me happy. We need to mark this guy! Oh, man. We totally need to mark that guy for friendly chat, and execution is now a thing? Oh my god. You can't do brutal beatings anymore. That makes me a little upset. I miss the brutal beatings. The brutal beatings are funny, but, well, in the worst way possible. In real life, brutal beatings not funny at all. I just want to point that out if anyone takes me saying that the wrong way. Prisoners are human too, of course. So, what do we want to build next? We do have, a fair amount of metal. Once we get the nutrient paste... the hydroponics tables up, though, it's not like we're going to have all the metal to spend in the world, because the hydroponics tables are pretty expensive, so I'm not necessarily sure if we do want to build an additional room right now. But it's probably a good idea to get to work on at least planning out a communications room. So let's actually do that. Let's go to orders, do the planning thing. We could set up a communications room like this. Where would we want the door? The door goes... okay, we want the door right about there. So let's actually mark all those so it lines up with the door. We want the door to be equal with that thingamadoohickey in the middle, so everything looks nice and symmetrical. So if that's the way that that's all set up, then this room down here, we'll actually probably make this a really long room, and we'll have to decide what exactly we're going to actually put in there. I think it's gonna be... probably the comms console right up here, and then maybe save that for the crematorium on that side. I think that would be a good way of mixing things up. I think one of the main reasons why I'm actually honestly kind of like confused in regards to what I want to do right now. Nice, more food is always good. Would prefer metal at this point, but actually we've got 438 metal and there's all that to mine out still, so I shouldn't complain. But I think the reason why I'm so, like, confused in regards to trying to, like, figure out what we should actually do here is mainly because of how the wooden economy was changed. Oh, we want to put powered doors here because all of these are going to want to be powered doors eventually in case raiders do indeed fly in. Speaking of which, we need to add this no roof zone, so of course they won't put a roof over it. Create no roof zone, my bad. So there we go. Now that should be perfectly fine and well and good. Obviously, like I said before, this is going to be our garden. Maybe I didn't say it, but as we always do, this is also going to be our garden area, so we could put down some pretty lovely flowers. But the cool thing about the setup that we have right here... solar flare, that sucks. We need to create a battery room at some point. That should probably be what we work on after this room right here. We could put batteries in this room, and I think we might do that. At least get a couple of them going so we can actually gain power. Worst time for a solar flare because now this person's opinion is, mood is gonna start going down. The good thing about it, though, is that their loyalty threshold is so freaking low, so shouldn't ever get to the point where it's not possible to recruit this person, at least within the period, till that solar flare actually ends, but... Let's see, what was I saying before? Oh, yes! The cool thing about there being so much sand here is because obviously you can't put growing areas on sand, but that means it's going to have a really big reason for us to put down that fertilizer thing again. And we didn't actually get to use that last time, so I would love to be able to see how it works and watch some grass grow, because it should work on any surface that needs it, I think. So obviously the sand would be transformed by it. Let's go ahead and plan some lights going on in this room right here. Obviously we want to keep it nice and bright for all of our people. Oh, that was the shortest solar flare like ever. That's awesome. Identical blueprint already exists. No, it doesn't. Does it think I'm pressing it twice? I'm pretty sure I just pressed the mouse clicker or the mouse pointer once. Couple guys are visiting the colony. Wow, actually a lot of guys. Do some of them have guns? What a weird colony. That's a guy with a frickin' pillar. Oh, okay, pillars. Are those actually guns? I'm gonna check out this guy's gear. It looks like it's some kind of rifle, the pillar. Information. A bundle of a pillar. Non-reusable throwing spears. Okay, so there's spears. I was thinking, do these guys have some kind of firearms, even though they're from a tribe? But obviously they don't. They're gonna be friendly, though, so that's good for us. I think actually we could start putting down that comms table. Or do we wait? We do have our hydroponics room almost complete. Let's actually go ahead and just set that up for now, because honestly, we don't really need to finish the room. This could be a wooden door, though. Ooh. Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 3... If we put that door, 1, 2, 3. For some reason, I thought it was uneven on the two sides. That means we get one there, one there, one there, one there. That'll be perfect. 4 of them per side. Exactly what I like for the hydroponics rooms. Yeah, I actually think that should be good enough. We could mine out the rest, and we will obviously mine that out eventually, especially to get more metal. But if we close that off and then put some sun lamps in there, that actually should make that a much less hideous environment, which will make our people, which will make Lucky much happier about working in there. And honestly, I guess we only need 1 sun lamp, so let's just use 1 for the time being. We'll put down more as we go on, because like I mentioned before, I kind of prefer to have additional. I think it looks nicer. Oh no, another, raider attack is here. 3 of them, too, with pistols. This is actually kind of intensive for this early in the game. They're really close by as well. That's a little frustrating. Where would be a good defensive location? I think that what we want to do is, I think we actually want to go ahead and very quickly add a couple of sandbags. Obviously, we're gonna get rid of these eventually, but I think it would be, we need security. I think it would be very smart to put down 3 sandbags right there. That means our people should be able to defend themselves from that position when those dudes do indeed actually attack. And they don't really have, from what I can tell, they don't really have... actually, you could eat that, Lucky. Then we'll have you go to work on building again. Oh, Miss B I don't think is gonna quite fully heal by the time that's all done, but Miss B is close enough to being at full health. He should be pretty much okay. But as I was saying, especially seeing that they all have pistols, I don't think that they should have a very good defensive position. They shouldn't be able to fire upon us from back here, so that means they'd have to use this and that location to defend themselves. Maybe they could also hold up here, but we should have a better defensive spot. Is this person dead? What happened? In restraints, incapacitated, what happened? Did that person try to escape? Try to recruit, friendly chat. Is that person dying? They're at 10 health. Let me see their needs. Food! Person's gonna starve to death! Miss B, you need to wake up! You're a warden, right? Yeah, you need to wake up, Miss B. I'm sorry, but I'm waking you up. You need to feed that person and feed that person pronto. But first we need to rescue that person. Capture Sass. Put Sass in the bed. Feed Sass. Don't feed yourself, feed Sass. Strip Sass. Prioritize Warden Sass Chief. Yes. Okay, good. I do not want to lose Sass. Sass is in the bed, so Sass is already healing. Oh, I think Sass is doing... Miss B must have been doing doctoring work right there. But does Sass still need food? No, that fed Sass. Okay. So we don't need to worry about Sass for the time being. Did Sass try to escape? I think Sass might have tried to escape, which is obviously very scary. But let's go ahead and move everyone into offensive position. Maybe we should have done that a little bit earlier, because that means we will have been firing upon them before they could get to defensive position. But I think actually, yeah, that actually still worked okay. And 2 of them are going bottom. That's actually really good for us. That means we're gonna kill this guy before he can probably do much of anything to us. Oh god, no friendly fire, please. We should actually probably move our people. Actually, no, okay, now they don't need to be moved to avoid friendly fire. Oh, come on, you could hit that dude. They're gonna break down our door. Oh god, they're even starting fires. That's not fun. We need to start adding... Oh, whoa! I didn't add those home regions. Do home regions get added automatically now? That's pretty cool. I think it's a little bit extensive. Like, I don't think we need home zones covering quite as much as it is. But that's a nice update. I think that's pretty cool. We could leave the rest for now, at least. Maybe get rid of that. Because, like, if a fire got started down there, I know the bed's down there, but we don't need to prevent fires from covering that area. Come on. Okay, you know, here's what's gonna happen now. We're gonna move Freya up. Freya's gonna melee attack him. Freya should be able to get there in enough time to beat him up. Because all he needs... Okay, he's dead anyways. Cool. That means now we're going to actually use Freya to put out the fire, and then we'll move the other guys down to the bottom. They're actually about to destroy our wooden wall! Our poor wooden wall! Those jerkwads. Stop it, fools! Oh god, they're inside. Okay, so, oh god, he's actually got a defensive position on us. Come on, shoot him! Yes! Okay, we got him once, so that's nice. Let's actually put one person there. Okay, and Lucky, you are going to... Let's have Lucky melee attack him, because Lucky is pretty good with melee. Once that dude's dead, they should retreat. Yes, and indeed they are. Freya, you could be drafted again. I think we should be able to take that dude down pretty easily. Theoretically, at least. Come on, fire, fire, fire. Miss B, you could fire that shot, and then move down here. Oh, no! No! He's gonna get away! That's not good. Okay, do we move the others forward, or do we just let Lucky try to handle it? We'll let Lucky try to handle it. The rest of you guys can be undrafted and do whatever you want. Come on, Lucky. I believe in Lucky Dent. I don't believe in Lucky Dent. He failed us. Oh well, we won that fight. Our place just took a little bit of damage, but really not much to cause us any real ill will or issue or anything like that. Let's go ahead and put down some graves. I think we're gonna want to get rid of these graves that we're gonna create later so we can cremate these guys and save graves for our own people. But of course we need them to get out of there now so they don't cause us any mental ill will or anything like that. So, Lucky, we'll have you get to work on that. Sorry if you need to sleep and or eat, but this job will be pretty damn quick and easy for you. So then you could go about your own business and accomplish whatever you want. Okay, Sass is still healing. Good. Also, Sass is really happy, so I hope we are indeed able to recruit Sass. Unfortunately, I don't think we can do any warden stuff until Sass is actually, saved from being incapacitated. Lucky, we are... Wait, what are you doing, Lucky? Oh, you're repairing. You don't need to repair right now, Lucky. Lucky, I would prefer you to actually strip this body first so we could get that gear, and then prioritize cleaning blood, haul the body. Cool. And you could do the same thing, my dear lady. And prioritize hauling the dead body. It's nice to know that our people are working on the repairs, though. We'll leave those sandbags there for now. Eventually, we'll get rid of those, of course, because they are not going to really have much of any use to us for the time being. Let's put that right there. Oh, man, takes 120 metal? That sucks. I forgot how much the comm console costs, but it's gonna be 100% worth it, because obviously, with the comm console, the more money, basically, it's only gonna earn us a lot of money, especially now that we might be able to sell all these extra pieces of clothing. Let's in fact check our people's gear to make sure they're at least wearing 2 pieces of stuff, all of them. Is he naked? Appeal, nothing. Oh my god. Okay, looks like we're going to have Miss B wear some additional gear. That's probably why Miss B has been taking so much damage, because Miss B probably doesn't have much damage resistance. So that's damage absorption plus 3. Can you also... Okay, so that's the shirt, so he would also be able to wear the jacket. Okay, so Miss B's gonna look pretty nice now. Yeah! Miss B looking like a total pro. Movement speed minus 3%, but his damage absorption is plus 11. That is pretty damn intensive. How is Lucky doing in regards to that? Same exact situation. That is actually really nice. I think minus 3% movement speed is gonna be pretty much irrelevant, to be completely honest. So, that plus 11% damage absorption is going to be a hell of a lot more important. This person is also in the exact same state. I love this gear addition to the game. That is really cool. I like it a lot. And it's obviously going to, change the dynamics of the gameplay a hell of a lot with, future fights and all that. So let's see what we've got here. A solar eclipse, not much of a problem for us, obviously, since we don't really have to worry about that. Let's put 1 battery right there. We'll put a second one right there. And then we're going to put a bed chillin'. Chillin'. Where would we want to put the bed? Should we put it on this side of the room? Nah, we'll put it right there. Well, what if those things explode? What if those things explode? Let's go ahead and put it right there instead. We'll have it matching up with the door, I guess. Then the crematorium will just chill up top. And actually, in fact, let's put it right there instead. That'll be nice enough. That means that's going to be another room for someone to sleep in. They did actually destroy our door, which is, of course, a little bit saddening, but it's a door. We'll just replace it with a new one. Eventually, of course. I don't think we're going to have to worry about this for quite some time, or at least not for a bit, but eventually we're going to want to make sure that enemies can't enter through any of these doors, and we have our death corridor set up again. Obviously, the Death Corridor whole plan isn't going to work as well as it has in the past, seeing as there is the mortars added to the game now. But, you know, I have faith that we would be able to accomplish whatever we need be. So cool, we've got 2 batteries going. That'll be good for us. Trade ship is passing by. It is a food trader. That means we should be able to sell all those extra potatoes, and we do have more than enough in there. So, Miss B is our warden, correct? Yes. No, Missy, not Miss B. We had someone before who was named Miss B, correct? I think that's why I'm continually calling this person Miss B when I shouldn't be. Miss B is healing, though, not incapacitated. Okay, so that's good. We definitely need to create a stockpile zone for all these. Actually, do we need a stockpile zone for rock chunks? Because seeing as we definitely would want to get rid of them in the hydroponics room, but there aren't really all that many chilling around here, so we could actually just wait until we have our stonecutters room and then plan to put it in there. So Miss B, you could go ahead and eat that. Once you're done, we will of course have you open up communications with the Orange Rock people. I don't know why, but I really like that name. So they're buying it for only 1, so obviously they're not really shelling out all this money, but, you know, that's okay. They are buying those for 2, though, so... Is there any way we could get the raspberries in there? Do we... Oh, okay, that's silver. I was actually really scared for a sec. And actually, Miss B, sorry, but one more time we're actually going to bring you back here. I should have double-checked just to make sure they were... whether or not they were selling anything else. Of course they aren't. Makes a lot of sense. But that's a-okay by me. They weren't even selling metal, so we just get some extra silver. But of course, the extra silver we have is more for us to spend in the future. Come on, let us get sass. Missy, get the sass. Get all the sass. Sassafras on our team. Then once Missy's done with that, or Missy, once Missy's done with that, we should be able to finish our research. But we are actually at the 35-minute mark, or a bit past it at this point. So anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.